オリジナルシーン2をさらに楽しむことができるコンテンツの詰め合わせ。よくわからん。ストーリー。エクスプローラーが一番難しそうだよな。ルールがわからん。簡単なやつでいこうか。了解。アンデッド。セビル。
Famed, of course, for my unique red skin and unparalleled skills as a general of the House of War, I, the Red Prince, was raised within the vast palaces of the fabled Forbidden City. I was destined to become the next emperor. But my ambitions suffered a bit of a setback when I fell from grace for cavorting with demons. Now, I'm exiled and hunted by assassins. But I assure you, I remain undaunted and as determined as ever to claim my rightful throne.
I used to be a slave, kept under the thumb of the master, the bastard that made me hunt down my own king. How did he do that? you ask.
指揮長のやりたいように同
With the
族狩り
little
をさせられ
scar
た。
you see on my cheek, this horror
生きる証
that takes
拠
no
の
more
せい
than
よ。
a song
マ
sung
スタ
by
ーは
Master
再び
Dearest
歌う
to
と
control my
私の
very
思
thoughts.
考は彼の意のまま。
But now the tables have turned. I broke
彼
my
にはこれ
shackles,
まで聞いたことない歌を聴かせても
when
ら
I
おうかし
finally
ら。
find him,
奴
I
隷
will
の
make the
話か。
master sing a very different kind of song. 本殲滅。倹約独創的。これは弓か。
Once I was a crusader for the divine
か
order.
つての俺は
I pledged my life to
聖騎士団
Lucifer
の
the
クル
divine.
セイダー。命を
The
捧
war
げた。
changed everything.
戦争が全てを変えた。ルシアンの命で共に育ってきたエルフたちを救おうとしたが俺は間に合わなかった。
Lucian ordered the use of
ル
death
シアン
fog
はブ
against
ラ
the
ッ
Black
クリ
Ring,
ングに死の霧を使うように使う。命じ、俺の仲間たちは全滅した。
now I'm a mercenary killer.
今の俺は手割
One
り
of
で
the
す。の
infamous
今
lone
年や。
wolves.
悪名高い。
And my next
クロ
target
ーダーの1位。これ
is
の
none
次
other
の
than
敵
Lucian's
は
own son.
ルシアンの息子。おっちゃんにしようか。
She's thinking about someone I
し
used
な
to
いと
know.
女王のことを考えただけだ。
A cousin. A queen, in fact. A tyrant. I tried to stop her, but things don't always go according to plan. She cast me out to a forgotten island and made short work of my allies, too. Lucky for
こ
me,
んなことに船を拝借す
I
るこ
was
とが
able
でき
to
た。
commandeer a ship and began a new life for myself.
海遊で新たな人生を始めた。
Aye, but I hear
どうや
that
ら
the
女王
queen
が
is
ま
at
た
it again.
暴虐の限りを尽くして始めたらしい。
Behind her madcap
今回
schemes
裏
this
がある
time.
らしい。わしがやらなき
If
ゃ
I
誰がや
don't
る。
stop her, I don't know who will.
ひげが立派。ローゼ。アンデッドが気になるけどな。
All my life, I've been a performer, a musician,
演劇パフォ
beloved
ーマ
and
ー、
celebrated by
ミュ
all.
ージシャン、
But I have a secret. I'm also a
ジプシ
playground
ー
for
みたいな感
sprites
じ。
and
妖
spirits
精
and
や精霊、さらにもっとわけの
the
わからない
voice
姿
that
で
rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip
現
each
地
other
は
to
いつもバラ
pieces.
バラでめちゃくちゃなんだけど私はこれを抑え込んで
You can
抑え込ん
trust me.
でだから
I've got this under
病んでる病んでる
control.
病んでる病んでる
Step 1. Find out who or what
乗っ取ろう
is
とす
trying
る
to
奴
take
の正
control
体
of
突き
my
止める
mind. Step
そ
2.
いつに自分のした
Make
こ
it
とを
sorry
告
it
す
ever tried.
はい酒になるな
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in
そ
some
ろしやかの下
ghastly
で
crypt?
悠久の時は過ごしびるがいい
Your people are rather prone to death.
あなたの一族は死の眠りをむさぼるばかりだが我々の一族は違
Yet
う
when I emerged from my completely
しながら
unjustified
我
imprisonment,
が
I
輩
found them
が
gone.
かの完全に不当な束縛から抜け出した時には同族が消され我が文化を忘却の種となりその他に我が輩が知る世界の痕跡は跡形もなく消え
Must
ていた
even hide my true
我が
face
輩は
beneath
絶え間
the
なく変わる
ever-shifting
仮面で
mask
素
for
顔を
fear
隠
you
さ
savages
ねば
will
ならぬ
attack me.
そなたたち野蛮人に襲われ
That
ている
is
から
how
な
I wonder this
そういうわけで我が輩はこの奇妙な世界をさまよい、そなたら原始的な民族では存在考えたことない歴史の真実を明らかにしようとしている。探求家みたいな。これもドワーフ？さっきのはアンデッドリザード失礼。アンデッド人間、アンデッドエルフ、アンデッドドワーフ人間これで男と女が切り替えれるんか。才能っていうのが分からんな。教養、呪いの歌、アンデッド教養。ここはアンデッドやなこれは何種類ある？教養樹化、死にくくらい、先祖の知識、ドワーフの我知恵、これでいってみようか。赤いこれでいこうか。これの外見、変わるわ。すごいな。プリセット、才能はキャラクターの特徴に影響がある。キャラクターのアビリティや能力値を補完できる才能を選択しよう。キャラクターのアビリティや能力値を補完できる才能を選択。了解。 今どうなった？めっちゃあるやん。これオリジンじゃない人を選んだらステータスがいいとかそんな感じ？そんなことないな。会話の選択肢を変更したり、人々や世界の態度がどのように変化するかを決定する。カスタムキャラクター、そうやな、オリジンじゃないキャラクターやな。オリジンキャラクター、どういうこと？逆？オリジンはどうなってんの？これがカスタム人間やな。オリジンの場合はタグが決まってるってこと？そういうことやな。動かされへんわ。おお、間違えた。これがいいな。豊かな饒舌と最高の作法。無法者。貴族。貴族持ってるのドワーフだけやな。リザードはプリンス。あ、貴族や。これでいこうんで20% ヒットポイントが残るってことか。リングアーマー。魔法防御が回復にくっついてくるってこと。これは各戦闘のラウンド開始時に AP が最大になる。 薬の効果2倍。各美術ポイント前に生命力が 3% 増加する。動物語、動物と会話が、これがいいんか。いっぱいあるわ。動物語が候補やな。無関心はプラスの状態効果を含む。すべての状態効果の効果時間を一ターン短縮。効果時間が一ターンのものには影響しない。獰猛な魔法、クリティカル率の数値と等しいクリティカル率。すべての魔法スキルに与える。魔法使いにいい感じか。夜回収。ソーセージに生命力が全回復。パッて見た感じ、弓矢使いたいからあれかな。こいつって仲間になるんかな。オリジンドワーフでいこうか。ドワーフでびっくりした。リリシー。独眼竜がいい。 呂。あ、違う。うわあ、めっちゃ選べる。スキル種別の説明を読んで十分に理解してからポイントを割り振りましょう。召喚獣とトーテムの生命力。多形術。わけがわからん。弓矢使いたいから遠距離。忍耐力。魔法モード覚えとこうか。毒で弓矢から気候。 どうなってるこれ。説得これ土覚えたから今。ややこしい。これをこうしたら変わらへん。これを減らして遠距離にしたらスキルない。間違えた。召喚いいな。召喚覚えよう。召喚。で元戻った。 ああ、そういうこと。これで、あ、これを選ばなあかんのか。ボウガン。ああ、これを選ばなあかんのか。飛行基地な。ああ、はいはいはい。そういうこと。OK。夜回収でいいか。いやって足りんくなるもんなんかな。いや。OK。全ての始まりは
A single drop of source magic.
演劇か。
Like flies to honey. The monsters
神たちが現れた。
The rebel panicked. The
群衆
carnage
は大
began.
混乱に
And the magisters pointed their fingers at
マギ
me.
セルたちは私を束縛した。
Just as I
計画通り
planned.
ね。
I was shackled
そ
and
して私
collared
は首輪をつけられて
and sent to Fort
フォートジョイ
Joy.
送られた。
I'd come here to kill
ゴ
Godwork,
ッドウォーカー。ゴ
but
ッドウォーカー。
instead I became part of their story.
お、始まった。
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough.
ああ、ここに捉えられてるってこと。
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
どういうこと。外された。
A new dawn, a new day. Now, to get control of this barge before sundown. What are you smiling about?
使い骨。
I'll be damned if I'll get back on that infernal device.
また寝てまうってこと？
Boring. Boring.
つまらない。R2 長押ししながら L で装備パネルを選択しアイテムを装備できる。どういうこと？違う。R2 長押し。どうやって装備するんや。四角がアクションメニュー。間違えた。移動。こんなんできる。乗った。
Oh, would you look at that?
いける。何をしたらいいかがわからん。攻撃いける。
Did you expect a needle? Did you expect a needle?
どういうこと？L1 と R1 で切り替える。ああ、そういうこと。 でアクションボタンで移動。はい。
Did you expect a needle? Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you bathe.
ああ、そういうこと。動物語があれば喋れるってこと。あれ、あ、動物語俺持ってる。いつの間に持ってた。忘れてたわ。違うな。語り手やから動物語持ってないな。装備はどこで見るんや。マップ、オプションボタン。どうやって装備するの？まあいいや。あ、これで消えるんか。
Need to get clever with this lock.
攻撃。窃盗レベルが足りない。攻撃する。あ、R2 で出てきた。装備。なんか装備してるな。攻撃者開けてみようか。いや。あとどれぐらいかかんねやろこれ。お、なんか羊が逃げていった。 ルな絵が続いてます。こう時折羊が戻ってきてまた逃げていく様を楽しんで見てもらえたら。あと何回？30回ぐらい。あともう少し。もう少し。この先何があんねやろ。いや、ラストかな。あともう一回。壊れた。でレバーがある。カードデッキ。何が動いた？カーペット。また攻撃するの？ああ、向こう側からやるときのチュートリアルか。爆発させる。あ、しまった。インベントリー。あれ？ああ、破壊せなあかんってこと。
That's one way of doing it.
どくなった。出て直す。ああ、言うてる。 べた。治ってる。これよくわからん。武器とかないけど大丈夫なのかな。わかる。3個の日誌が更新された。年代記、これか。ソースの首輪を外す助けをしてくれるものを見つける。外すことのできない魔法の首輪ははめられてしまった。状況を把握し交番に向かう。ソース使いとして新世騎士団に取られた。収容所の神魔フォートジョイが待っている。マギステルから逃げる。かつて反逆者マーカス・マイルズだった。今はビーストとして有名になっちまった。わしのいとこの女王がロハールと呼ばれる無法者の助けを借りてわしの昔の友人たちを潰そうと企んでやがる。メモなどを読むときは R2 でインベントリーを選択して丸を押すことで読める。読む。ダウンホール作戦開始。陛下の命令は明確。ピースメーカー号が死神の海岸に近づいたら我が仲間が行動を開始する。新世戦場の新世騎士団の飲んだくれはそれに気づかないだろう。我々は貨物を積み込み次第トリーフウッドへ戻る。素早くやれ、女王陛下は遅れを許さない。攻撃の時間だ。反乱軍は落ちるだろう。ソースの力。ソース使いの王の支配により以前の過去を知るまでもなく、その魔法がもたらす破壊力を理解できる。いつの日か新たな舞台でソースハンターの足取りを追わなければならない。ソース使いは抑え込まなければならないのだ。フリードマンが支給する最新のソースの首輪が最も有効であることが分かっている。その首輪をつけられてるってこと。何でも拾えるで。蓋。バケツアイラン。合成。
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself.
誰や君は。ああ、マギステル。
There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest. And you'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
タグは会話の選択肢を変更したり、人々や世界の態度がどのように変化するかを決定します。カスタムキャラクターは所属性別、職業のタグがあらかじめ設定されているが、オリジンキャラクターは独自のタグを設定することができます。なぜあなたに首を取り付けたのか尋ねる。目が覚めたあなたは入浴と食事のための召使いを呼ぶための鈴を鳴らすように言う。おしゃれ。
Oh dear, I'm afraid you're a long way from home, my lord. A long way from the little bells that make footmen come a running.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, a new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to...
Good gods, there's been a murder here.
お前は殺人事件現場だ。
No marks, no indications of a
マギステル家族。マギステルシワン。旦那さんってこと？
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Easy now. You're paling me arse. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does. Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters tell you now herself. Go ahead. She with the body.
A young Magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you...
taking into this room.
殺人者は彼がこの部屋を入れたの。あ、血踏んだから血の跡がついてる。あ、すごい。
Ugly sight, isn't it?
あれ、なんか押した。購入してるで。まあいいや。
Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no void walker followed the source that did this.
彼女はこの男の守護者でなく、
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Not with that collar on you. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that? Not in here, it isn't. You let me know if you hear anything.
nothing to see here.
なるほど、動物語があったらあれかな、犯人見てたりとかしてるんかな。
Oh, hi. You're a dwarf. Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical. How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de P. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she...
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe...
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
子供にも首はつけられてんの。
You presume right. Nope, trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better. Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft. You take care, though.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into as quickly as they came. The clouds clear.
Good luck, Chief.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer.
Name? Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, eh? We're trying to catch a killer here.
What's your job?
There's nothing else I can make, Your Majesty. Turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner.
あ、バケツ拾ってもた。
The elf is reading a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia. He looks up, his big round eyes scanning your body, absorbing every detail. He reaches out and examines your face.
Fascinating.
フェインってさっきバラバラになってなかった？ちゃうんかな。
He sits back and returns to his book, flicking quickly from page to page, completely oblivious to your presence.
It is simultaneously too detailed and insufficient. I know the beginning of this tale and the end, but I am rather missing the middle.
本さ、どこにでもある感じで、でも不十分。
Tell me, what do you know of our world's history?
こんな感じで。
And if it's not too rude to suggest,
あまり答えになってない。
No, I want to know about the Celestial. This text tells me that they created all creatures, but nothing of what came before.
なるほど。その前に現れたものについては何も書かれてない。どこから来た？何者？同族はどこにいる
？The elf's face freezes for just a second before he waves his hand dismissively.
Oh, it's just one of my idle curiosities. We mortals do like to consider. Now, please, run along. I have a world to decipher.
もう一回食らいつこう。
No amount of pestering will get the elf to take his.
あ、無視された。
Here to register, sir. Good, good. You faring okay so far?
He tugs the collar of his uniform and...
Sorry you're upset, sir. But we all wear what we wear for a reason. You head on in now. But...
Your Majesty, turnips and water are all I was given.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with it.
Okay.
Well, if it ain't the beast of the sea, I'll be. Shouldn't you be off yo-ho-hoing on your ship instead of stowing away on this one?
お、なんか知ってるの?
So the tails ain't so tall, eh? Shame to see you
閉じ込められたお前さんに屈辱だ
Still,
って
better collared than noosed, I say. As long as we can get this ale down our throats. Junk. They're everywhere now.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
貴族や
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magister's more...
Namiya.
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten
お母さんかな
tulips, too.
ちゃうの
Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat.
屈辱やって
Well, well, what have we here?
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse.
早速上から目線
All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
お機嫌取ってみよう
There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions.
お前は料理
The
ができ
first
るか
one is this. Can you cook?
お真の料理人
Music to my beleaguered stomach.
胃袋への福音である
On to the second question.
お前は
Can
布
you
から
knit, weave?
こたつ立
In
てる
short,
美的感覚
tailor?
これやってみたいけどな
Oh, to feel the caress of satin on my scarlet skin once more. A most satisfying. On then to my final query.
お前は自分
Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after. The very basics, then.
Oh.
I suppose that's... So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions... As per your own testimony, you can cook, tailor, and brew. I offer you my sincerest congratulations. As of now, you are my slave. Of course you accept. Mine wasn't an offer, it was an order.
提案じゃなくて命令なんや
Anyway, you may leave me for a moment. We'll go over your duties once we reach 4th floor.
一旦チリ
When I want you to attend me, I'll whistle. Until then, goats. How dare you classify this slop as food? I've seen more appetizing things coming out of plague-stricken pigs.
I'm busy watching for clues, sorcerer. Go take your sub-story somewhere else.
ソースの手がかりを探す
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arm.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay it's this trampy fuck.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again.
彼は生意気にもあなたを何者の位もない召使いだと思った手招きをしているのだろうか鼻であしらい彼に気づかぬふりをする近づこう
He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan. And now, you.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many, many, many moons ago. Isn't that right, Vic?
Standing far back from Ifan, the tight-faced Magister draws one finger across his throat in an elaborate fashion, but says nothing. Ifan grins, flash.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword, and now he's Johnny Big Pants.
誰かが奴にでかい剣を与えて今やジョニー・ビッグパンツになったってこと。
No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put a man down without good reason.
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him with pointed intensity.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. The Joy? I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since wonder if we'll get to meet the Ringmaster himself. Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel.
What are you conspiring about over there?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet. And that bee is me.
Name?
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously, then scrawls something illegible down in a tiny notebook. He scowls at you as he stows the notebook back in his voluminous robes.
Away with you.
Ifan performs an elaborate pantomime of keeping quiet, one finger in front of his lips as he leans back against the wall.
Turnips and water are all I was given.
Ifan raises his eyebrows.
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
She shakes her head.
Game for one. Rolling dice, deciding fates. Don't worry, honey. It is...
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coin.
Never say never, though.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last. Shall I?
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
As you were forced onto this ship in the dead of night, you walked the length of the hull. I must say, I've never heard so many pet names for dead wood before. Of course it is. The truth's right there. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and...
The woman keeps rolling her dice. She...
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hand you right over the side of this ship with.
水道さしたらどうなんのこれ。あ、こけた。嘘だった。
The woman keeps rolling her dice.
すごいな。犯人見つからんねんけど、先行っていいんかな。 向向いてるから大丈夫。ああ、なるほど。これでいいってこと？
The woman keeps rolling. The pale young woman doesn't...
So, anything interesting for me? I'll take that as a no.
Boring. The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
Take it easy, Chief.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Perhaps the Magister's more concerned.
Like I said, you are... Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing.
You
about
mind? I'm
Take care of you.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
When I want you to attend...
Who we are, what...
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mest. What?
Ifan raises his eyebrows, but shakes his head at your attempts to...
謎。もう進もうか。進んでも大丈夫なのかな。
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon her as she's being interrogated by him.
So you admit it then? You murdered that poor fella?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God, the woman's mad. You there, sorcerer, go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hands and feet.
It means your journey draws to a close. Do stick around for its fun.
She reaches for her collar and simply...
I'm just about to create a...
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come.
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
おー、ちょっと待て。何が起きたかわからん。ほうほうほう。
What's happened?
スールチップ。動いた。お、弓やった。小枝、ナイフ、タイ、ご飯をもらっていこう。で水浸しなんだね。
The young woman lies in a heap on the floor. She's breathing normally, but her eyes are wide open, like those of a corpse. She doesn't stir.
動かない。
No, not the final dark. Not.
It's no use. Your words do not seem to reach her.
The dice roll darkly.
Ifan lies motionless, curled on the ground like an animal. His eyes flicker open.
Lucid.
Ifan cries out.
What happened? Must have been the turnips.
株のせいに違いない。
You
dead. The lizard's eyes close as he...
燃えてる燃えてる。扉の中って何があるのやろ。装備9。前か。前か、上がろうか。あっちのみんなどうなったんやろ。燃えた燃えた。
The Magister lies on the floor. The Magister lies on...
下も燃えてる。下は誰もおらんかったんだ。じゃあ上行きましょうか。お、なんか今出てきたな。あ、探るか。違う、こっちじゃない。鍵あれ開くんじゃん。レベル5やって。あれ犬鳴いてる。
This thing snaps into splinter.
That doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
gods! By divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck.
Another sorcerer! Even if I knew how to rip that thing off, I wouldn't. Some crazy banshee comes screaming through, and now we got void bugs swarming up top. Saw it coming, I did. Sorcerer mutiny. Your lies end here.
信が出てきた。9で終わるときは調査。飛ばしたいねんけどな。何これ。違う。このターンではない。どなた。移動。飛ばしたいねんけどな。攻撃できひんやん。なんか絶対動かなあかんのかな。飛ばしたい。飛ばされへんの。こうか。違う。こう。謎に終わった。
Good to see you, Bishop. Now I know who ought to answer for this collar. Good to see you, Bishop. Now I know who ought to answer for this collar.
And you thought Rivellon was flat.
To get off this wreck and quick.
こうカードデッキってなんかにいるのこれ。
landing on the hull.
The marking on the door was painted recently. Judging from its... You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm. It doesn't budge.
動画にしない?
The moment you touch the door, your belly goes... The moment you touch the door, your belly goes...
ああ、なんか敵がおるってこと?
The moment you touch the door, your belly...
なんもいなさそうやけどな。まあいいか。上に上がろう。ぐはーああ、なんかそういうこと。であ、弓は装備してないからか。ああ、これで対象が変わるってことか。R1 で。装備。弓矢。で。これは使えへんの？ああ、なるほど。装備変えたからアクションが減ったんか。この状態で次飛ばされへんの？指が足りない。違う。どうやって飛ばす？あ、ビースト。攻撃。ターンを終了。おお、移動力がある。 違う。この範囲で燃えるってこと？やってみよう。燃えた後ろ向きのままや。これ死んだ。オイル。また木箱拾った。赤色。あれ拾ったで。まあいいや。ごめん。大変やな。イベントリーで新着順にした方がいいな。でアクション投げると割れる。捨てる。移動。移動。移動。炎上。で R2 上取りアクション投げる。お、いいや。 ヒットポイントがどれだけ回復したかわからんやん。どう？食べた。あ、ちょっと回復してる。かんないとね。おおおおおおおおお。ここどこ？ああ、そういうこと。おとなしく脱出していいんかな。脱出しようか。出発。
Shut your trap, kid. Children and dwarfs first, just like the old stories say.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes.
You said there were other people down there. We need
to see those tentacles, kid. It's time to get the hell out of here.
Thank you. There's a ladder right over there.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
The Magister lies on the floor.
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a wait. Void walking.
それは知ってる。ナイスパンチ。あれ、攻撃されてるやん。おお、せいぜい。ああ、なるほど。主人公たちが生き残ってるってことか。リーチでクリティカル。これでおお、いろんな戦い方見せてくれる。おお、みんな逃げていったで。これでいいってこと？
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister C1's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. Blood pours out from around the bandage. Magister Siwan reaches out to you, her hand flailing. It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan. Then...
It's ripping the ship apart.
急がな。
This is it.
お。おじいちゃん。
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Orivan.
Fort Joy.
Survivor. Which means I better get a move on.
どこや転送持って。これか。
Fella builds his throne on the backs of thousands, and the Order lets his statue stand.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes.
I'm not supposed to talk to dwarves.
He shrugs and continues the game with a mirror, inspecting inside his nostrils and around the back of his...
Sauce? They told me I'm a sorcerer.
The child screws up his face and looks at you hard. He lifts his mirror up to his nose, closed...
I don't see any sauce on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy. No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway. They're gone now. The Magisters took them already. I guess now they're cured. And maybe they're waiting for me back at home. But you didn't die. Guess I am. But it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
フードボークの襲撃から命からがら生き抜いた多国安全な場所を
There
探
isn't
さない
anywhere
と。
safer. That's what you'll see.
Hmm.
You can stay out here.
止まりっぽい。もう時間やから一旦ここで終わろうか。お、2人見てくれてるやん。でももうどうしようか、ちょびっとやろうか。カメラ、あ、これが敵ってこと？こっちは何もないで。セーブ中。
Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they've made it to shore.
ボイドウォーク？これはボイドリンクやで。ボー君どっかおる？まあいいや。ああ、あれが四角ってこと。さすがに動いてるとバレるんか。いや、召喚めっちゃええやん。一人で戦わんでいいやん。で、どう？攻撃。ああ、1残った。もう一回。OK。攻撃。攻撃。
Greet the Reaper for me. Thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Drowned and eaten by a void woken. Now I wonder in which order.
Hmm. 死ぬんじゃんこれ。死なへんの。ああ、死ぬとこまでは行かれへんっていうことか。消えた。貝殻って何に使うん？道が二股に分かれてる。 お、誰か立ってる。
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
あ、これがいいな。彼は顎を掴んでマジック少年にあなたを品定めした人物だ。あなたは彼を骨として連れて行ってやるという。気分を報告しました。
turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer or a duelist. You lock eyes with his.
And a dutiful servant you are too. Chances are I wouldn't have survived that shipwreck. Did you not return to the aid of your master, you have my gratitude.
Oh.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
助けになれた方は喜ばしい。
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned... Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident.
He sighs, dramatic.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Memories. Quite so.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the wave...
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. Of course, it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter...
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
Oh. 王様や。これや。
The very same.
Oh.
I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between. The grandeur that is my fate has a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Yeah.
Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You fine. I act on one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of them, I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first thing, even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, as a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy...
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms include your majesty, your royal highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, my lord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to...
おお、仲間になった。L2 で長押し。じゃあここら辺で終わっとこう。セーブ中。OK。お疲れ様でした。